Hey girls, why is Mr. Espinoza teaching us controversial issues?
Mr. Espinoza mentioned that these discussions will not help us reduce the number of controversies in our lives, but it does help us deal with controversies critically and sensitively. Well, I don't mind. Those topics are kind of interesting.
But I find some topics quite disturbing. Like gay marriage, religion, and suicide due to cyberbullying.
Those topics really changes how I see the world. I guess that's the real world.
You are right. I think I'm more open-minded now. I can accept or tolerate different viewpoints even if I disagree.
I like how Mr. Espinoza handles controversial issues because he is very open-minded and he doesn't try to convert people into believing things.
I don't think every teacher is like that. Some has very strong opinions and most of them don't like to cover these explosive subjects.
I bet the content of these discussions can sometimes offend parents. Do you think teachers get in trouble for exposing us to topics our parents wouldn't talk at home?
I am sure teachers know their code of conduct. Mr. Espinoza sent home a consent form for parents to sign, remember?
Yup. It wasn't mandatory to be part of the discussion. We had the choice of spending time at the library instead.
I wouldn't want to miss those provocative discussions. Last week John got so mad during the discussion. Were you guys there?
Oh, I missed it. I was at the science field trip. What happened?
Mr. Espinoza was talking about European settlers and Aboriginals in Canada. The job of RCMP was set up as government military to get rid of the natives,
so that they can put the railway through and protect themselves. The settlements basically bullied the natives.
So how's that controversial?
John's dad is a RCMP officer and he finds it offensive. He always sees his dad as a hero who protects and works for the citizen.
Was he okay by the end of the discussion?
John was fine. Mr. Espinoza set up the tone right before the discussion. He went over the topic of mutual respect and taught us how to clearly state our facts and opinions.
Although controversies challenged our beliefs, values and worldviews, it provided us with opportunities to comprehend, reflect, practice and make commitments and act.
You are right. Let's take a walk while chatting.
Hello, Mrs. Chang. Do you have a minute to talk?
Yes. How can I help you, Jenny?
I have encountered a dilemma. I have a good friend who got pregnant recently. She is more prone to abortion, but she isn't too sure. So she asked my opinion. Since I am a Christian, my belief is against abortion. How do I give her a neutral opinion so we won't end up in a fight?
Well, it's always difficult to answer this type of question, but it's good you brought it up because this kind of controversies happens in our daily lives. You don't want to break this relationship, yet you want to hold on to your religious principle?
That's right. She is a really good friend of mine.
Firstly, you must have empathy, meaning thinking in her shoe. It must be a tough decision for her right now at this young age.
Yeah, she is still a student, so she is still relying on her parents financially.
Yes. Therefore, respect and be a good listener. Secondly, you can probably do some research and tell her about pros and cons of abortion.
Well, I guess the responsibility of parenting is beyond our capability, but on the other hand, it is very harmful for her body. And that's killing an innocent life.
That's right. Just try to analyze it objectively. Thirdly, after all, the decision is entirely up to her. She needs to take full responsibility for her own decision.
Thank you, Mrs. Chang, for breaking down such an abstract dilemma into a systematic way.
Jenny, I have confidence in you to handle this conversation with your friend and be supportive. Good luck.
I can't believe we just witnessed a real-life controversy.
The discussion really helped us develop critical thinking
and face others' opinion objectively.